family and friends. This is Amber Kivitt. I wanted to share with you today one of our newest releases in the platform lineup. It is the Lifepro Vivid Pro. This is a completely different type of technology than what we've released before. It's referred to as linear vibration. And linear vibration simply means that the platform is moving up and down instead of tilting or going side to side, okay? We have several different kinds of platforms that are out right now. The rhythm is a 2D, so it just vibrates. We have, or I should say, I take that back, let me correct that. The rhythm is actually vigorous side to side, okay, so it's a two-dimensional. We've got the 3D series, which would include the Turbo, the Waver, the Hovert, the Waver Mini. It is vibration and oscillating and tilting, oscillation, which is tilting. We have the 4D series, which is all of those put together. So it's vibration, tilting, and lateral movement. And now the newest player in the lineup is the Vivid Pro, which is linear vibration, which means it only goes one motion, and that's up and down. So it's different than just the vibration. It actually goes up and down very minutely. When we're looking at the different levels, which is referred to as soft versus strong, we're moving at like 0.5 to 1.3 millimeters. So we're just talking itty bitty little difference. But when we get to the strong, we double that. So we're getting up to like 3 millimeters, which is quite a bit. So anyhow, I'm going to unbox this so you can see what it looks like. I have played with this once for about 15-20 minutes when Joel brought it in for me to demo for a commercial. And so here we are playing with it again. So wanted to share this with you. This device comes with the resistance bands that you've seen us show before. I want to make a correction. I just debuted the Lifepro Vivid, which is a much different platform than this one, but is still linear vibration, and it comes with static straps that attach. This one actually doesn't have those straps. It has your regular stretchy resistance bands. So they do not come with this device, so that's a correction to my error. So we have another band. We have the remote, which is on a slap bracelet if you choose to use it on your wrist, or if you want to put it on a belt loop, or you want to put it close to you where you can find it. So little remote that turns into a bracelet if we want it to for ease of use. And then we have our power cord, okay? We also have our user manual and all the information for prizes, free gifts, warranty. Make sure that you contact Lifepro within 14 days after your device arrives so that you can get the lifetime warranty, because again, lifetime, they're always going to take care of you, and their customer service is superb. Love, love, love Lifepro. All right, so now we're going to take the lid off, and there is the device. It is a really cool device. This is actually one of my new favorites. Okay, so from here, we're gonna pull this bad boy out of here. It weighs about 40 pounds. There we go. Okay, excuse me while I move this box. All right, the max weight capacity on this unit is 264 pounds. Not 265, but 264. Totally just kidding. It's probably not gonna notice it if you're 265 and you get on there. But anyhow, that's the technology that's tested. So 264, and this one weighs 40 pounds, and it has the suction cups on the bottom. So once you get it where you want it, it's not gonna move away on you. It's not gonna travel across your floor trying to sneak away from you using it. And then you're also going to see on here, you're also going to see the little eyelets that you can hook the bands through. So I will show you how to do that here in just a moment. Okay, now, let me pick this bad boy up and show it to you up close. Okay, here we go. Again, it's 40 pounds, so it's heavy. We have a much bigger control panel, okay? I know you can't see me very well, but I want to make sure you can see this. So we have our light button. We have our switching modes between soft and strong. We have our increase in time. We have our calorie counter. We have our speed mode, increase, decrease speed, mode between the different preset programs. This one comes with 3, and then our on-off button. All right, okay. Now we got that situated. Now, here's what I love about this. This platform has this really cool type of surface. And I was talking to Joel about this because I've been doing research on this kind of stuff for several years. In fact, I have my patented mat, my sensory mat, right here, okay? Now, I want you to look up close in person. This is a nervosa mat. You see those little bitty diamonds? Those are sensors that stimulate the nerve cells on the bottom of your skin on your feet. Super powerful for pain relief, for anxiety, for depression, for balance. There's so many things that make that so powerful. Now, that holds a patent, and there's nothing else like it until now. And let me show you this one. So you can see it has those little diamonds too. Those little stimulating sensors. So I am super excited about this because I love using this mat, but now I get to vibrate with it at the same time. That's like dream. So cool. Okay. Now, I have heard or seen some different comments already talking about how this machine is LED light happy. And that is the truth. This one, it's got this really cool lighting feature that wraps all the way around, and it really lights up to let you know whether you're in low intensity, medium intensity, or high intensity mode, okay? It comes with 3 different levels of intensity, but it comes with 30 different speeds. Whereas the other Vivid Basic, it comes with 20 different speeds. So you get 10 more speeds with this unit. You get the different options with how your intensity goes up and down, whether it's in manual mode, which is the 00, or whether it is preset program 1, 2, or 3. Now, on this unit, the preset program, P1, P2, and P3, are automatically created for specific goals for you for the device. So let's talk about that. When we are looking at the different things that the Vivid Pro can do, it is really, really cool redefining your workout and the experience by transformation of power. And so if you're experiencing joint and back pain, it's really good for improving back and core strength. It's really good for encouraging your body to burn fat faster, so it boosts that metabolism up without you having to do anything extra. Stress hormone levels go down, so cortisol drops, serotonin, endorphins rise. We're getting an increase in circulation throughout the whole extremity. So if you have issues with lymphatic drainage, or you've got the neuropathy, you don't have good sensory, really, really good for driving circulation to all parts of the body. Starts to really improve lymphatic drainage. So those of you that are trying to go through detox because you're either stressed out with life, your fascia is erect, or you're just wanting to feel less inflammation, really good for that. If you're increasing strength and flexibility, which improves your stability overall, how your body moves from a balance and mobility standpoint, really good for that. And then the last thing that's really important to remember is osteoporosis. So if you have signs or symptoms of osteoporosis, this improves bone density just by sitting with your feet on it. So it's an awesome, awesome device. So let's go ahead and start talking our way through here before I turn on with all the bells and whistles. So here's your resistance band, okay? You're gonna take the little circle, pinch the end of it so that you can squeeze it through the little eye hole on the side here. And here's my little trick. You go ahead and slide that handle through so it's nice and tight. Now, these are not adjustable to stay put, so I have a little hack. And so what you can do is you pull the little cover off, And I like to shorten these about 6 inches for my height to be able to get the best out of this. So I'm gonna pull this cord through to about yay long, so you can see maybe a little bit, there we go, you can see about 6 inches, and you're gonna tie a knot in that. This is my own hack. This is not a Lifepro hack. This is Amber trying to figure out how to use the resistance bands for my ability without having to buy new resistance bands. So from there, then you're gonna take your loop and you're going to bring the handle back through it, which kind of secures it, and then you're gonna cover the base back up. And now you have a shorter handle that's user-friendly and is safe and secure, okay? Now you wanna make sure you get the other side equal. So I'm gonna pinch this through, slide it on in, bring my handle through the hole, give it a little tug, pull the cover down, this cover doesn't want to come down. And so here's the thing, if you can't get the cover to go down, you're gonna slide the bottom through, because it still comes through, until you pull it, again, about 6 inches. Then tie yourself a little knot, because again, I'm short, so I want the resistance to be real for me when my arms are down to my sides, especially if I'm trying to give back to the machine. I'll explain that here in a second from the laws of science. Slide it through the handle, and boom, we got a shorter band, okay? All right, now I'm gonna see if my extension cord will meet this. We're gonna take this, we're going to put it, I remember right? Nope, I remembered wrong. It's on this side. On the regular Vivid, it's on the front. On this one, it's over here on the side, okay? So this should be, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments here for my extension cord because I wasn't thinking. Now, for the remote, you have to push this little, let me bring this up here so you can see it. So here's your remote, okay? You're gonna pop the little bracelet off. On the back, it has this little plastic piece, okay? So in order to remove that, you're gonna have to remove the lid from the battery compartment like that. And then we're going to remove this little plastic piece, okay? Battery goes right there on top. And then we're gonna slide and clip that plastic piece back on like that. Nice and smooth. Pop that back in your bracelet or whatever you want to use it for. And there we got it, okay? All right, so coming on back. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to make some adjustments in order to be able to use my cord. This does not have wheels like some of the other devices have. There we go. Okay, we have got things ready to go. All right, so the other thing that you're gonna notice back here, I'm gonna grab the camera so you can see this. It actually has a level built into it, which is really cool. Sorry for having to move you around. So there it is, the beauty. Okay, check that out. That is an easy way to see if it's on a level surface or not. So if I move this, everything shifts. So how cool is that? Okay, all right. Now we got that cool feature figured out. We're gonna go back and I'm gonna show you how this thing operates. Okay. So we're gonna flip the breaker switch. You gotta do that before you try and power it on. So make sure you flip the switch. Switch is flipped. So now it's in what's called sleeper mode, okay? So we power the unit on by pushing the red button to the far right. Now it is in standby mode. It will stay in standby mode for 3 minutes before it kicks automatically off. And as you can see, we're getting this really cool light show, okay? Now, I have seen people post that the lights drive them crazy and that they don't want the light show. If you happen to be that individual and you don't like the light show, or your pets don't like the light show, or it's blinding to your kiddos, or your kiddos and your family are trying to sleep and you're trying to use your device, it has a really neat feature called the light button, and you push that light button and it turns the lights off. So you're not required to use it with the lights on. If you choose that you want the lights off, you just push the light button, and if you want the lights on, you just turn it back on. So it's not choosing which color of light you want, because the lights define how intense the unit is. It's whether you want them on or not. And so, pretty cool when we're looking at it. So anyhow, in talking about the different intensities, so if you're trying to work on detox, pain relief, just lymphatic cleansing, you're going to use manual mode, or I'm sorry, you're going to use preset program 1, which is going to be a lower soft intensity. Low intensity is going to show up with a green light around the perimeter, and that's going to be considered a level 1 through a level 10 if you are in manual mode. If you are wanting to work on athleticism, vertical height, sprinting, trying to increase in muscle endurance and muscle strength overall, that's going to be more of your P2 program, which is considered cardio exercise, and that's going to put you in that medium intensity, which is levels 11 through 20. If you're wanting to go all out, combination of both, kind of like your high-low interval training, that's going to be your muscle enhancement and toning, which is P3. And you're still going to be going back and forth between soft and strong mode, whereas the P1 is going to be more soft mode. So the vibration, a little softer. But nonetheless, you still can do a lot of really cool exercises with this if you choose that you want to do something from a standing position. When it comes to, again, the different intensity levels, level 1 through level 10 is considered beginner's level. Level 11 through 20 is considered intermediate, and then level 21 through 30 is going to be your super high intensity. So that's for your all-out go-getters, going to get it done. Be careful being one of those individuals. If you're wanting to get to the end of training, or wanting to get to the finish line, or meeting your goals as fast as possible, more intensity or more time on this unit does not equal faster results necessarily. In fact, it can send you backwards. So just make sure that you are listening to your body and you're following how your body feels day to day when you use this device. The other device, the Vivid that I showed you earlier, it is preset at 10 minutes, but you can go all the way up to 20 minutes. And you've got the same adjustability with this unit, but we commonly talk about not going longer than 30 minutes in a given day. So you just want to make sure this is a totally different type of vibration technology, totally different. So if you do well with 10 minutes and you want to boost that one session to 20 minutes, lay low for the rest of the day, whether you're doing it in the morning, middle of the day, or in the evening, and just see how your body handles that one 20-minute workout. And if you do great and you want to try to go a little bit more tomorrow, you do 10 minutes, or maybe you do 20 minutes, and then at the end of the day, maybe you want to do 10 minutes. I welcome you to do that, but just listen to your body. So if you get a headache, if you get nauseated, if you get dizzy, if you start to develop loose stools, GI issues, or if you get ultra itchy, like you can't stop scratching, those are all signs that your body is detoxing and the lymphatic cleansing is underway, but you can do too much. So you can put yourself through a greater sense of toxicity before your body can catch up with you. So if you end up in working too hard, take the next day off, or just go to super low level manual mode, like a level 1 to a level 5 or 10, and go from a seated position and see how your body handles that, because less is better for sure, okay? Now, if you have a history of a concussion, this is really important. If you have a history of a concussion, this type of vibration can increase your symptoms from concussion because it is referred to as linear. So it's going up and down. If you have yourself seated, you're not going to feel the vibration all as much up and into your neck and shoulders and into your head. But if you're standing on this unit, depending on what setting you have it on, you can actually feel the vibration between your ears. So for somebody who has gone through a recent head injury, has had a history of stroke, has an autoimmune disease associated with lesions on the brain, so MS, you're going to want to be careful with going with a high intensity on this or anything standing right away because we don't want your symptoms to increase. So if you have a history of a concussion, a recent concussion, like within the last couple years, and you're wanting to get on this device, do so with caution. But if you have an acute concussion within the last few months, I would stay off this device. This device is going to be way more power than what your body can handle. I am a sports medicine licensed professional, and so I deal with concussion management a lot, and we don't want to increase those symptoms. So if you have, the beautiful thing about this, we're increasing circulation, we're decreasing blood pressure. But when we increase circulation throughout the extremity, if you have an active concussion, that can be very dangerous. So we don't want to increase circulation to a higher threshold if your body is not ready for that. And if you are not ready for that, then you can have the increase in blood pressure with it instead of the opposite, having a decrease in blood pressure, which is what we like to see for those who need to lower their blood pressure. And that can have some negative results. So please make sure if you have a history of head issues, make sure that you consult with your physician before you use a linear vibration platform. The other platforms you'll be fine with. But anyhow, just wanted to clarify that ahead of time. I do have fibromyalgia. I have had a severe head injury. I've had 8 spinal injuries. I've learned to walk again in years past. So I do just fine on this. But again, it is being very careful with how you proceed and at what rate you are increasing your workouts. So that being said, now I'm off my soapbox with concussions. All right, so let's turn this guy on. So we're going to power on, maybe. Oh, I didn't click my battery in all the way. So instead of taking the time to do that, we are just going to turn this unit on. You can go to, again, if I'm switching through the modes, I'm going to go through manual mode or auto mode. So let me grab my camera so you can see what this looks like. The different preset modes are not the same for all the machines. For the Vivid and the Vivid Pro, they are the same, but when you get into the P1, P2, P3 for the Rhythm versus the Vivid, they're totally different. So hopefully that answers that question. It does look like a little spaceship. It's really cool. All right, so this is our control panel, okay? So if we turn off the light, then we lose all the bells and whistles, which makes this kind of fun. But if the lights bother you, by all means, make sure and turn that off. The switch, okay, you can always switch back and forth when you're in manual mode, okay? So here, let's go to mode first. So there's the P1, there's P2, there's P3, and that 00 that looks like an 88, that is your manual mode, okay? Now, it starts automatically with time of 10 minutes, okay? And it looks like it's not gonna let you switch from that. So you're stuck with that with that time. Whereas the other device will actually let you increase that to 20 minutes. This one requires you to stay put. The speed button, as you see, I'm pushing, it's not moving. You cannot adjust that until the machine is actually turned on, okay? So once we click on, okay, now you can see the countdown in time. And again, the time button does not work once you push the start button. Now, you can switch between strong and soft, okay? Strong on a very low speed, low level 1. Let's increase this and it's moving across my floor. That's how much energy we have going there on a linear motion. It's moving across my floor. because I'm not standing on it, of course. So once you stand on it, it won't go anywhere. But that's how strong that vibration is. It's awesome. If we switch, and we can switch right in the middle of the workout to soft, it's gonna disengage and it's gonna go softer. And I haven't touched, but you can see here in my little window exactly how much vibration is going on up and down. So cool. Now, if you remember, if I go up to a speed of 20, actually be like, let's go 19, 18-ish. And this is in soft mode. Okay, this is medium intensity. That's why the light has changed. So you can see how hard this thing's vibrating. Now, if I switch it to strong, it's gonna start walking across my floor or vibrating across my floor. Okay, so it's gonna reload. And now it's increasing its speed. There it goes. And it's taking off across my floor. That's how powerful it is. Now, here's the thing, guys. If I stand on it, it quiets down. Okay, so it's really not loud all the time. You can hear my voice is echoing and changing because the vibration is working through me. Okay, and as you can see, as you're used to seeing with the other devices that tilt side to side or go lateral side to side, your legs look like they're flopping all over the walls. I like to say the junk in the trunk is in motion. My stuff is not moving because the vibration isn't that type of vibration. But if you have neuropathy, or if you're trying to work on athletic power, this is a very, very good type of vibration. So that's how that works. Now, I'm gonna switch back to soft mode. There's soft mode, and it's reloading, and it's gonna go back up. And now we're gonna turn it into the red zone, which is super intense. And I'm gonna stand on here just so you get an idea. And again, you don't see me moving, but I can feel this all the way up to my lips. Like my lips are vibrating right now. It's really cool. And you can see that really special surface as compared to my $100 surface over here. That's a custom mat by Nervosa, and it is a sensory mat. Those are like $100 to $150. And so you get part of that type of mat on this device, which makes it even more special. Okay, and so I'm just in soft. Now we're gonna go strong. Whew, I gotta bend my knees because I don't wanna feel this in my noggin. So it's gonna reload. I'm going to reposition. Here we go. Getting intense. And the rocket ship, if somebody has posted, is getting ready to launch. Thankfully, we have those suction cups on the floor. But man, I can feel this all the way up into my hips. So if you have restless leg syndrome, this one is a good one. Okay, now I'm gonna step off. This is as crazy wild as it gets. As crazy wild as it gets. You can see that type of vibration. And it's going backwards towards me. It's moving towards me. It's going to run over me because it's so powerful. Okay, now we're gonna turn that off. Okay, now let's talk about the different preset programs. So P1 is for your lymphatic cleansing, your detox, pain relief, trying to lower that stress hormone drastically, that cortisol levels. That's gonna be that one. So if we start that, you don't have to worry about anything else except for the light button. Once you use a preset program, you can't change anything else, okay? You can't switch back between soft and strong. Everything that you see here, it's locked in exactly how it's supposed to work. Now you can see the calorie counter. That is not gonna be as accurate as you wearing your heart rate monitor or wearing your Fitbit or trying to see with your own individual device. Now, I am putting my hand on here to keep it positioned. And yes, you can use this for carpal tunnel and for shoulder issues, but you have to be careful not to use it too much because again, carpal tunnel is an occupational hazard for a lot of people. And so you don't want too much of a good thing. So to answer the question with the preset programs, they are not all the same for all units. For the Vivid and the Vivid Pro, yes, they are the same. And for the Rumblex series, they're all the same. So if you have one of the Rumblex models and you use P1, P2, or P3, P2 is my favorite for the Rumblex series. But if you have the Rumblex original, the Plus, or the Pro, all the preset programs, P1 through P3, are the same for the Rumblex. But those preset programs are not the same as the Vivid because it's completely different technology. So I know you're all curious, like if you didn't already see the Vivid, slide this over, it's 40 pounds. The max weight for users on both devices is 264 pounds. And this is the Vivid, okay? Vivid Pro. If you didn't see the Vivid working, go back and watch the video that I just posted on that. That comes with completely different straps. It comes with the static straps that don't move, that you can pull on. The Vivid Pro comes with the resistance band strap. The remotes are completely different, so we have the little baby remote for the Vivid, the wristband remote for the Pro. This one, both the Pro and the Vivid original, they both have P1 through P3. The Vivid Standard comes with 20 levels of intensity, whereas the Vivid Pro comes with 30, okay? Both devices can be used for the same type of goals. So if you are an elite athlete, you're trying to increase your vertical for dunking basketball or for spiking the volleyball over the net, or you're trying to increase how fast you're sprinting, or the power between swinging a baseball, or swinging a baseball bat. Gymnastics, explosive on the vault, as well as other sports that involve power. This is going to be really, really good for that, because linear technology, linear vibration technology, forces both sides of the body to contract and relax at the exact same time without motion. So whereas the lateral and oscillating movements through the other vibration platforms that we have, those require your body to actually move. So the tilting requires your whole body to contract and relax while in motion, whereas the linear just creates the contraction without you even having to move. Now, you still get a lot of the same benefits from both, but again, linear vibration technology is much more, in my personal opinion, is much more intense than the others. But you're limited to how much you can move on these two platforms. So I know the question is coming up, which platform do you think that I should get? Well, a lot of it depends on your goals. If you're wanting to lose weight, you're wanting to lose fat, you're trying to increase in your muscle endurance, you're wanting to use it for workout, you're wanting to use it with resistance bands, then definitely the Rumblex series is my favorite. It is my favorite for that. But if you're just having a stressful day, you're needing some stimulation through your feet, you have a history of neuropathy, you're wanting to increase your athletic enhancement, the Vivid Pro for sure is awesome for that. If you are intending on using this to sit, and you don't, you're a senior citizen, or you have an autoimmune disease that gives you neuropathy and you're wanting to stay seated, this one, the original Vivid, is a great option because it's smaller in space, how much space it takes up, and it's not meant to do a tremendous amount of exercise on, because you can see the platform is much smaller, and this one's a lot lighter, so only like 25 pounds versus 40. For somebody who's limited with their mobility, 15 pounds is a huge difference to have to carry around, because neither one of them have a set of wheels. So hopefully that answers your questions. Feel free to post whatever questions you might have, and I'll answer them as I see them pop up. And if you have questions that you want to reach out to Joel or Lifepro direct through their toll-free number, you can always do that. But anyhow, we really appreciate your time and watching with us today. If you are interested in any of our platforms or any of our massage guns or our recovery tools, if you use the code AMBER10, AMBER 10, on the Lifepro website, that will give you an extra discount across your entire total. So if you're on the fence of which way to go and you need that extra little bump with a discount and money, you can use my discount code anytime. It really never expires. And that's exclusive to me since I do a lot of the presenting and the workouts. So feel free to share that with anybody, because again, it really doesn't ever go out of effect. Amber 10, but it only works for the Lifepro website. You can't use that for Amazon. So if you have questions though, feel free to reach out to us. And again, we really appreciate being part of your everyday wellness needs. We have, as Lifepro as a company, and together in collaboration with the different programs that we offer, the different exercise workouts that you can do with these things from watching my other videos, we have changed so many lives. A person who has good health has 1,000 dreams. Somebody who does not have good health only has one, and that's to feel better. So it is a pleasure and an honor to serve you today, and serving you anytime. If you are a Lifepro user, you've already bought a Lifepro product, make sure and look up our Lifepro VIP page. That's where I do a lot of other things, and I usually do them on both sides. But the Lifepro VIP page, you can reach out to other Lifepro users, and it's a great community to be part of. But we really appreciate the opportunity to be able to help you feel better every single day, whether it's pain, whether it's fat loss, whether it's energy. I can tell you, since I have been doing so many of these episodes since back in February, I'm down about 30 pounds and still working on the next 15. I had a total hysterectomy a little over 1.5 years ago and gained a lot of weight because of hormone fluctuation. And so the Lifepro devices have really given me the opportunity to work on my weight loss goals, and I don't do anything else except for the Lifepro workouts, as well as like a 20-30 minute workout that I teach live in the mornings on my own page. So the devices really do work. You just have to be patient with the process and not get too much in a hurry to the point that you sacrifice your own goals. So have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure and share us with everybody around you. Peace out, and God bless you all. Thank you.